This revolutionary system is why we do not talk about fighter generations at Saab anymore.
As fast as possible, 24 hours. You can't have a system that will take a year to upgrade.
We designed a system for is actually to be able to withstand the extreme max in terms of cold, so minus 40, minus 45. We should be able to land on a road full packed with ice, be able to turn around in 10 minutes.
Good to see you again at Scharlet Drive. A major shift in the global defense industry is quietly unfolding, and it could reshape the future of air power for decades. What began as a short statement from Germany's defense ministry has now triggered a chain reaction across Europe, the United States, and several major aerospace companies. The announcement was simple but powerful. Germany would not purchase additional F-35 fighter jets. Behind those few words lies a much bigger story about alliances, technology, and the future of sixth-generation combat aircraft. For years, the F-35 program represented one of the most successful international defense projects led by the United States. Many NATO allies invested billions in the aircraft, relying on American technology, software systems, and logistical networks to support their air forces. Germany itself had already agreed to purchase 35 F-35 aircraft to replace its aging Tornado fleet. However, Berlin's latest decision signals that the country is not interested in expanding that relationship further. Instead, Germany appears to be moving in a different direction, one focused on technological independence and new partnerships. At the same time, Germany has begun distancing itself from the Future Combat Air System, FCAS, a massive fighter development project originally created by France and Germany. FCAS was designed to become Europe's next-generation fighter ecosystem, replacing aircraft such as the Eurofighter Typhoon and the Rafale after 2040. The project was expected to cost around 100 billion euros and was once seen as the cornerstone of Europe's strategic defense autonomy. But over time, disagreements between the key partners started to weaken the project. The main dispute involved industrial control and workshare. France's Dassault Aviation reportedly demanded control over roughly 80% of the fighter aircraft development, leaving Germany with only a small share of production despite contributing a significant portion of the funding. German aerospace groups and labor unions quickly rejected the proposal, arguing that the arrangement would place Germany at a major disadvantage. These tensions escalated throughout 2025, eventually drawing strong reactions from Germany's aerospace industry and powerful labor unions representing hundreds of thousands of workers. Their message to the government was clear. Continuing the FCAS program under those conditions would not protect Germany's long-term industrial interests. Even prominent figures within the European aerospace community began warning that the partnership was heading toward collapse. While FCAS struggled with internal conflict, another fighter program was quietly moving forward with far greater momentum. The Global Combat Air Program, GCAP, created by the United Kingdom, Italy, and Japan, offered a different model of international collaboration. Instead of prolonged disputes over control, the partners established a clear distribution of responsibilities and moved quickly into the development phase. GCAP aims to produce a sixth-generation stealth fighter capable of entering service around 2035. Engineers are already working on advanced technologies including next-generation sensors, high-capacity internal weapons bays, and powerful new engines designed for superior performance. A supersonic demonstrator aircraft is expected to fly by 2027, marking an important milestone for the program. One of the most significant aspects of the GCAP project is its propulsion system. A consortium led by Rolls-Royce, working with Italy's Avio Aero and Japan's IHI Corporation, is developing a completely new engine for the aircraft. The design is expected to generate roughly 150 kilonewtons of thrust per engine, meaning a twin-engine GCAP fighter could produce more than 70,000 pounds of total thrust. That level of power would exceed the single-engine configuration used by the F-35. Beyond raw performance, the engine program also represents something strategically important. It does not include American manufacturers such as General Electric or Pratt & Whitney. This means the propulsion technology will remain entirely within the control of the GCAP partner nations. For countries seeking greater independence from U.S. defense systems, that feature alone makes the program extremely attractive. Germany's potential involvement in GCAP could significantly strengthen the project. The country has one of the largest aerospace industries in Europe, and companies like MTU Aero Engines already have decades of experience collaborating with Rolls-Royce on major aircraft programs. If Germany joins GCAP, its industrial capabilities could accelerate development while providing the program with additional financial and technological resources. Economic factors also play a major role in Berlin's calculations. Germany has dramatically increased its defense spending in recent years. The country's military budget for 2026 is expected to exceed 108 billion euros, making it the largest conventional defense spender in Europe. Long-term procurement plans could reach roughly 377 billion euros, creating enormous opportunities for aerospace and defense companies. Where that money flows will shape the future of the global defense market. If Germany shifts its focus toward GCAP rather than American aircraft, billions of dollars in contracts could move away from U.S. defense companies and toward European and Indo-Pacific partners. Analysts estimate that Germany alone could require around 200 sixth-generation fighters over the coming decades to replace its existing fleets. At an estimated cost of about $150 million per aircraft, that represents roughly $30 billion in potential production value. The ripple effects extend far beyond Germany. Other countries are already watching the situation closely. Nations such as Australia, Canada, and Saudi Arabia have explored the possibility of participating in or purchasing aircraft from the GCAP program. If export orders increase, the total value of the project could grow toward $300 billion over its lifetime. This shift also raises strategic questions inside NATO. Many European air forces currently rely on American aircraft and support systems, particularly the F-35 network. However, those systems depend on continuous software updates, spare parts, and maintenance infrastructure managed through U.S. channels. Some defense planners worry that such reliance could limit operational independence during future political disagreements or policy changes. For Germany, investing in a fighter program developed entirely within allied European and Indo-Pacific partnerships offers a different approach. It allows the country to maintain control over key technologies such as software, engines, and maintenance infrastructure while still cooperating with trusted international partners. As the situation continues to evolve, the global fighter jet market may be entering a new era. A partnership once valued at 100 billion euros between France and Germany is now at risk of collapsing, while a new multinational alliance centered around GCAP is gaining strength. The outcome could determine which countries dominate the next generation of air combat technology and who controls the future of the world's skies. Thanks for watching Scharlet Drive, and see you next time. Share your experiences and opinions in the comments below. If you found this discussion enlightening, don't forget to subscribe to Scharlet Drive for the latest news and insights.